Hey everybody, today I'm going to bring you some military surplus gear that kind of crosses over into where preppers would be interested in it. This is the USGI 2-quart canteen with insulated cover, and I think it's a big improvement over the old one. So let's check it out. Now when I say the old one, I'm not even sure these are much in use anymore because the military's pretty much gone to camelbacks. I'm talking about the ones we were all used to. These guys here. This is actually one I picked up in Goodwill here for 99 cents, and it's made in 1943. So I just thought that was pretty cool. And this is one from the Alpha Outpost boxes, but you get the idea. They're 1-quart canteens. The size of them is a bit limiting, and out here in the desert, I prefer a little bit more water. So I've been looking for one of these for a while, and the price I got it for is not one you'll get it for on Amazon or eBay or anything, so I'm not even going to bother putting a link down there. If you're interested, you can search Amazon. I will have one in my store. I paid $8 for this, the whole thing, the canteen and the cover and everything, and it's like new. I mean, the canteen was a little bit dusty. That was about it. Looks like maybe it was issued to somebody in basic and they didn't really use it, or they didn't finish basic or whatever, and that was it. It doesn't really look beat up at all. But anyway, my reason for wanting this is that when I go out, especially out here in the desert, I want a little bit more water with me. And again, let me bring these in real quick. If you look at two of these, 2 quarts, that's a whole lot of bulk. That's a lot to carry. And there's no real easy way to carry it but on your belt. With this, you get 2 quarts of water, and there's a nice shoulder strap to carry it on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart, not take it apart, but take it out and show it to you. And fill it up with water, and we'll see how you like it. All right, so we're going to open it up here. You just unhook that there, pop that out. As you can tell, this is really well lined in here. I'm going to give you a look inside. Nice fleece lining. So it'll keep it either hot or cold, depending. And there's your filling instructions and all that. I'm going to move this out of the way real quickly here. Show you the canteen itself. You can see here, U.S. Skillcraft 2008, I believe. You can see the year it was made. Yeah, 2008. This is an interesting feel to it. It's made of a BPA-free ethylene vinyl acetate copolymer. Now, EVA, we'll call it from here on out, is widely accepted as safe for use in teethers for infants, and they use it. It's actually the same stuff they use in the nicotine transdermal patches. Those nicotine patches when people are trying to quit smoking. It's not a plastic that requires a plasticizer, so it's BPA free and it's considered a safer drinking alternative than something with BPA in it. So it is safe to drink. The interesting thing about this is the feel. You'll notice it's kind of squishy, and you'd think this is really, really weak. It kind of feels like a cross between a rubber and a plastic. That's the best way to describe it. The neat part about it is when it's empty, I have it full now, I have water in there, it can squish down really, really small. So if you want to just carry this in your backpack, squished up, that's awesome. Great way to carry water. So, it's a USA military canteen, made in USA, marked on it. It includes the canteen and the cover pouch. Nice plastic body. It's got the screw-on cap up top. You'll notice it also has this NBC Canteen Adapter. It fits the drinking hose from NATO gas masks. I believe it's a 1.85 diameter. You will not be able to fit your Israeli drinking tube on here without some modification. Trust me, I tried. I have the military gas mask with the drinking tube. So you're probably going to have to modify it. I have to see if there's a way I can do it. And if I find it, I'll do a video on it. But to get to the cap there, you just pop that off. And your gas mask drinking tube will go on there. So you can stay hydrated while you're wearing a gas mask. Kind of important. Let me give that a good snap on there. There we go. But that will not leak, so it's good. It won't even leak when it's open. When I had that off, if I squeezed it, it wouldn't come out. You have to suck it out. And you'll see why in a minute in the inside here. So, it's got the nice heavy-duty insulation with the fleece, which I showed you. It also has Alice clips on the back. There's the top of that gas mask drinking tube container. Let me screw this back down so I don't spill water everywhere. And you have the this guy here, the cover, that has a little hole here, a little pouch here, not a hole, for drinking purification water tablets, whatever. You can stick whatever you want in there, maybe a lighter or matches, whatever. It also has the Alice clips on the back, so you can wear this on your belt or with the strap. What I like about this is if you're going out for, say, a day hike or a smaller, you're not going to spend overnight. You're just going maybe, like for me, if I'm going up in the mountains to explore or whatever. Something like this I can carry with a smaller backpack. If I don't have room in that backpack for a lot of water, I can just slap this over my shoulder and have 2 quarts of water with me, good to go. So there's no worry about, having to carry a bunch of canteens with you. You just have a 2-quart system right there. So you got the adjustable shoulder strap, and it's a very, very handy little package. You can just slap it on over your thing. You could probably attach it to a molly webbing on a backpack if you wanted to. But it's just a handy way of carrying a good deal of water that will keep you hydrated. So, I got this, like I said, for $8. For those of you guys who are local, or maybe live in Vegas, if you want to take the trip out here, the place is Plan B Survival and Preparedness. He has a ton of military surplus stuff. He buys it in bulk, so he can't really tell you what he's going to get. And the prices reflect that. Great prices. He's got these on sale with the canteen and the cover for $8. So for me, this was kind of a handy thing because I don't always want to lug around a bunch of canteens with me. Think of this as 2 32-ounce water bottles. That's enough water to keep me hydrated out in the desert for a couple hours, especially on a really, really hot day. So I'm not worried about that. It's easy to do. You stick it back in here. Easy to carry. And if I want to carry it with me over my shoulder, I just slap it in there and I am good to go. You got the nice D-rings. I mean, like I said, this is obviously brand new stuff. And it all is marked, so it's not reproduction or Rothco or whatever. This is actually all military surplus stuff. So it's a really good deal if you find yourself one, if you're in a hotter climate and you want to carry a little bit more water with you than, say, a 1-quart canteen. You get a 2-quart system here. Very, very handy to carry. And let's face it, after a disaster, or if you're out bugging out, or just scouting around your neighborhood after some emergency, you're going to need to carry water. You may not even need to carry anything else. You may just be walking around outside on a hot day, down your block to make sure everybody's okay. You want to carry some water, just in case they don't have any, or you're helping out or whatever. So, for those of you guys that are on quads, for those of you guys that help out with CERT, for amateur radio emergency services in hotter climates, this is definitely something cool to have. I mean, gosh, if you have 2 of these, you're doing all right. You got a good amount of water stored. So that's the review for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, these aren't as plentiful as they used to be because kind of camelbacks have taken over. So I suspect, in the military, they're not as plentiful. So I suspect you'll see a lot of these being surplused out. The going rate for them online is usually around $20. Like I said, I got this for $8, which is an amazing deal. I've seen them for $20, $25. I've seen the canteen itself for like $5 to $10. So, if you just want the canteen itself and you don't care about the cover, that's kind of cool too. Another neat thing I thought about is this might be a really cool kind of portable pillow. I'm thinking about my light shelter system that I'm building. And one of the things I noticed is, especially, with my back being kind of funky, I have a bad back. I need a pillow. If I'm sitting like flat, my head starts to hurt because my head feels like it's going down too far or too high or whatever. You fill this up with cold water on a hot day and it'll help keep your head cool. Kind of a neat idea. And it's definitely soft enough. I could take some out of this, take some water out of this and make it a little softer. Put it on this side or take it out because you don't want to sleep on the clips. If you take it out of here, that would make a decent pillow. So anyway, that's the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will put one of these as the cheapest one I can find in my store, on my Amazon store. So if you guys have absolutely no military surplus places near you and you want to look around, you can. I'm trying to talk my friend with the surplus store to go online, and to have an online store so you guys can order from him because he has some really great deals. And that's in the future sometime. But for now, you got to be a Vegas local or here in Pahrump to pick up on the deals. But shop around. I'm sure you'll find it at a good military surplus place for a decent price. You may not get it as cheap as $8, but hey, can't beat it. Anyway, folks, don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below there. I will put one of these, like I said, in the store, but you'll probably find it cheaper in person. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below if you're interested in getting started on some freeze-dried food storage. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.